Awesome. Welcome to this class. So let's look at different types of websites. So you need to understand them and their elements so that whenever you're going to be designing them, you know what to do and what not to do. Okay. So first of all, starting with, we have what is called business website. And I have this design of my slide to really explain to you how it looks. So on a topical business website, this is what you see. You see a home page of this sort. Now this is always the home page, the first page. You see the company name, you see about us if you want to learn more about the business. Then if you also want to learn more about the service the business offer, and also if you want to reach out to the business, these are topical what you see on a business site. And the website is only going to be all about promoting a company, okay, and the services and products. So it's going to be talking about what the company does and all that. And a lot of people will call you or demand this kind of service because a lot of businesses out there want to showcase themselves online. So it's very simpler in nature. Then we also have what is called blog or personal website. That can be consist of where someone shares his thoughts, his experience or ideas. Can be made up of articles or opinion or video content or written content and all that. At the head of this place, this is where the logo is seated. The logo can just be the company name in written or the person's name. More in a personal blog, it might be the person's blog or the idea the person is promoting. Then you see a blog page where you can go and see all its recent blog posts and all that. Then you also see it's about the blog, then an information on how you can reach out the person. This is a simple how a blog website can look. Okay, so you can also find other sections in the site, in a blog site, like categories, posts, comment section, social media sharing, category to group different topics the person is sharing and all that. Also have like portfolio website. Portfolio website is more like maybe a company has more than 2 businesses, but they want to use a website to promote all of their businesses. So in that case, you see a page with a home. This can be the logo of the company. You see a home page. The home page will tell you about, share ideas about the company, about the company, what they do, their product and services, their team and all that. You find all this information in the homepage. But when you want to go and know more details about the company, vision, mission, goals, drives, everything, you'll find it in the about us. They can also write blog to update their customers or clients about their progress or information in their industry, and it can happen here. Then on the portfolio is where you now see assets. If they're into different business, on the portfolio you see it about our social business, about our real estate business, about our construction business, about our e-commerce business. So a portfolio website will want to house every business a company is doing. So that is how a portfolio website is designed. Then also an information to reach them. Okay, so another kind of website you see is an e-commerce website. So one of the things you find on e-commerce website is shop. Okay, this is more like where you can go and buy stuff online. Just like when you walk into a physical shop, you pick a product, you go to the counter, you pay, and you are being given the product, you exit the store. That is how e-commerce work on the online platform. So an e-commerce website, apart from having the normal page, maybe where you talk about, showcase the product that is being sold or your goals, to helping your customers get whatever they want conveniently and all that. You talk about it on your store, whatever. At the end of the day, there should be a shop page. A shop page is whereby like all the product that you're selling is being showcased, and it will have a search function for people to find products with name, with category, or with different criteria to find products in that platform. And apart from the regular homepage, about us page, blog page where you can update people about how to use your product or shop online, whatever you do on the blog, there should be a page for shopping cart. Shopping cart is like the basket you use to go and shop in a supermarket. A payment gateway. Payment gateway is like when you go to the cashier to make your payment. A product page. A product page is like when you go to the counter to see the product you are buying. Also a tracking page. A tracking page here is more like, okay, when everything has done, when you start delivering, when they have shipped the product to you, to make sure that it gets to you. Okay, so all these features are always built into an e-commerce website. So just take note of this. Because when we start to build any of these sites, the only thing that will differentiate each of these sites is the features we built into them. So another type of website you see there is an e-learning website. This is more like Learnver. If you're watching this on Learnver or Udemy, if you're watching this on Udemy, they are an e-learning website. Apart from the regular content, apart from the regular website characteristics they possess, there are also some pages that differentiate them from other pages. For example, in an e-learning website, you always find these courses, because this is where you find different kind of courses that you can go through on the platform. Okay, apart from having the about us, the contact us, and all that. Okay, or the homepage where they talk about what they do, the kind of courses they offer, all those stuff. They should have a course page in it. And apart from that course page, other features you are going to be looking out for in e-learning platform is courses. Okay, there should be a lot of pages for all courses, where all courses are listed. Quiz also, you have to build into a quiz features, a way people can answer questions after going through your lessons and all that, and also a way people can also be certified that they go through your training. These are features you build into an e-commerce site. Also a progress tracking, like if the people are completing lessons, it should be a way to tell them, okay, they are following through the lessons, and even when they complete, to tell them that they have completed this lesson. So this is a progress tracking features. All these things are going to be built into e-learning websites. So it's all these features that make this a platform e-learning. Okay, so we are going to look at all this when we are trying to build an e-learning website. So another kind of website is news website. They are more like a bigger version of a blog website. The main thing is that it always share news or information in chronicle order, whereby the latest news will always be at the top. You can see recent news, you can see the most read news in the platform. But you always have similar features with a blog website. But features you find there are like categories. There can be a section where they publish videos, news. There can be a section where they publish opinion sections and all that. But these are examples of news and media websites. Also, we have non-profit or NGO website. This will always have similar look with normal business website. But in the case of non-profit or NGO, you have their home trying to promote or advocate for the organization or what they represent and all that. But one of the pages you find in a non-profit or NGO website is donate, a place whereby you can freely donate to them to support their cause. Okay, but if you look at platforms like UNICEF and Red Cross, you see how a NGO or a non-profit website looks like. Okay, then we can also have something like an entertainment website. It's more like YouTube and Netflix. You find video, audio content in it. Okay, they can also be built with subscriptions, whereby you have to subscribe before you access some content and all that. So this is an example of entertainment website. So we also have one what is called landing page or single page website. So there is a website. There are some people who will come and ask you that they want a one page website. They don't need the contact us page, they don't need all that page, just one page on the web. And it's possible in that one page it will contain all the information you need. Okay, you can put the company name, the logo, the heading, their goals, their vision, their mission, their about them, their everything, their how to reach them, how to get in contact with them. All this information is going to be on one page. They call them one page website. And you can also have another page whereby it's all about a sales page. Okay, on that page you talk about your products, you talk about what the product does, you give every information your potential customers or clients can know about the product. You tell them how to get access to it and all that. So these are examples of, they call them landing page or single. So it can be just a website talking about the business information, but it can also be a page on the internet whereby a product is marketing a single product or services. So all these things are examples of single page website or landing page website. So all these things, I will look at how you can build them. This is one of the simplest one to build, or a single page website, because it only requires you to just design one page and everything is done. Okay, so the good thing about all these things I shared, don't get it twisted. Don't think that, okay, all these things, how is it possible, how am I going to come up with all this? And that's why I said this training is all about playing smart. So in a smart way, we have tools in our WordPress system that can help us achieve any kind of website here we want to build. And the good thing about it is that most of all these tools you can start from free. You don't need to pay to access them. They are readily available. Okay, WordPress is a open source software. So WordPress is an open source software. That means a lot of people come together to create the tools and resources. Most people are willing to share their skills, their knowledge, their works for free to promote a cause. Most of them will give out these tools for free for you to see the value they are bringing to the table. And when you see it, you can even now pay for their premium. That is how they are designed. And in most cases, most of the tools you are going to be using, it will not make your site look unprofessional. Everything will still be professionally looking. In the next video, I want to share with you some of the tools that we are going to be using to achieve most of the major things that we need to know in designing any of these kind of websites. And after that, they will now go over to starting to design each of these. We'll start with how to design business websites. I'm going to walk you through from our WordPress dashboard, and I'm going to walk you through it and show you the steps process to achieving a professional looking website. So that is it on this class, and I will see you in the next one.